Hey traders, how are you? Rick here with Hit and Run Candlesticks. Today is, what is it, Wednesday, March 17th, 2021. What a killer, absolute killer day in the market. Toward the end of the day anyway, I should say that. So pre-market, or excuse me, not pre-market, but early in the day, we're down quite a bit here. A little nervous, nerves going on. A lot of positions when we woke up this morning were down. Things were a little hectic, a little crazy. And then all of a sudden, boom, toward the end of the day, the SPY just picked right up and just did a great job. FNGU, there we go. FNGU ended with a very nice bullish engulf, and our Trendicator went from red to green. So we'll be watching that. Pretty much anything over that, about 3160 area, we'll be looking at bullish. So go FANG stocks. That's certainly going to help out. VXX, you can see that VXX just took a nosedive to the downside. So no fear in the market, none whatsoever. Sorry, was real busy here and just jumped down here to get this video done. Okay, I've got some trades to talk about. There are so many in the market. There really are. There are tons of them in the market. One thing I want to point out is on my chart here, I simply have our Trendicator. That's simply the Trendicator. And one of the things that I like to do, I do this a lot, is I trade with moving averages. I don't necessarily talk about them nowadays like I used to. I don't even show them all on the chart like I used to. I like a clean chart. One of the things that we do is we will scan for stocks that's making a pivotal change around a particular moving average. And it honestly, it doesn't really matter which moving average it is. Okay, it's what you choose to look for. In other words, you might choose to use, could be the 23 simple moving average if you want. And then what you're looking for is price action, the trend, price patterns to take shape around that moving average. That's a very short version of what I'm looking for. Well, I use the Trendicator here. I happen to use the 17 EMA. That's what it is. So what I'm looking for is, let's drop price out of this for a moment. There we go. We'll just drop price kind of out of it, I guess. What we're looking at is, obviously, as long as that's green and the price action is still forming quality bullish signals, then we're going to stay to the bullish side. Once it turns red like this, then we question whether we want to be in it. So when it turns red, we're out of it. And then all of a sudden, when it turns back green again, we're going to make sure the chart pattern is set up correctly. We're going to make sure that the price action is set up correctly. The candlesticks are set up correctly. What else? The overall chart is looking good. We're going to make sure the market has our back. These are just a few things that we look for at Hit and Run Candlesticks. And this is the type of charts I look for the Road to Wealth account. Then obviously here we would be pretty much green, and more than likely, I can't say we would be out on that red dot, but boy, right there, probably should do that blue. Stay the same. There we are. So like that right there, we would not want to be long this chart. Now we may be still in it right here. That is possible. And then when it finally sold off, okay, time to go. It's just not working. But all this right in here could be profit. Well, another scenario that we like, and here, let me bring up those candles just a tiny bit. Bring them in here. I don't really want to focus on those candles. I don't want to really focus on that, so let's dim them down like that. A chart pattern that we really like is where you put some kind of a bottom in. And then we're in the downtrend here. Let's paint this red like that. And then price comes over it, and then it pulls back down to it. That's one of our favorite chart patterns right in there. And there we go, a little better. There we are. And that is the candle we're looking to buy. Now, during the day in the trading room, many times what we'll do is we'll find those charts before they start taking off. They'll just show signs of bullishness. And this is what we point out in the room. This is what we look to trade. And then we're making money that first day, and then we're looking for follow through to make more money right in here. Now, let's put the candles back up full time, and then let's look at the rest of these charts. There we go. All right. So I've got Riot up here. Now, one thing about Riot, let's note that it has earnings coming up this month, so be aware of that. I'm certainly going to be aware of that. We can see here we've got this low. We can see this downtrend here. Whoops. There we go. We've got this downtrend, and then we have this bullish uptrend here working. So this is what we're looking for. Some folks in the trading room are already long this. I am not long this one. I did, however, buy Mara today. I bought Mara because it was doing something very similar, but the earnings is not till May. So that's one of the reasons I chose this one here. So let's draw this out. You can see the downtrend here. You can see where the green bars started to change. We went from this hammer, went from the red dots above the green dots, and there's our trend right there. And we bought this one relatively early today, early enough where we're up 21.5% already. So we're looking for that follow through. Now, so why am I pointing this out here? Because we might see a little buy area in here, and we might add to it, and we might buy more on that breakout. So that's what I'm looking for. Possible inside day breakout, may add to it on the inside day, may add to it on the breakout. Another chart that looks really, really good today is GM. One of the things we want to look for is charts that's not too far away from our trend here. And early on today, this was not. And it started moving up. We talked about it a little bit. Here it pops up, and you can see it pulled back a couple bars, and now it's starting to take off. This, to me, looks like it's got more upside. GM, I think, it's just going great. So for me, it's like, you know, we need to just find a pocket to enter and then sort of ride this thing for a while. Now, one I did buy today was Ford. And Ford, that's on our watch list as well. I bought Ford because it was right up against our Trendicator. And I thought, all right, I'm going to buy that. It ended up opening up pretty well today. Excuse me. Up almost 6% for us after we bought it. Still looks like it has more room to move up. A typical trade. Let's put the buy box around here like this, and we'll watch for an inside day buy or a breakout buy. Now, man, excuse me. If you're in the trading room, you get all these alerts because we'll post them in there. You know, we'll post things like Ford here. I posted bought Ford June, the June 11 strike calls. We'll put that in there. Or today we added to Telray because of the candle it was putting in. You see our Trendicator changed colors. So we rallied up, pulled back, and we're right at the Trendicator. And we added to our Telray today. So I posted in the trading room, added to the Telray trade. Well, these are the things that the members receive when you're in the trading room. Well, if you can't be in the trading room, we have an app that you can download to your phone. It's totally, it comes with membership, okay? And no matter where you are, as long as you have cell service, you'll receive that alert on when we buy, sell, or adjust a chart, and you don't even have to be in the trading room. So maybe that's something to consider. And for the members that are watching this video, if you need help downloading that app, please shout out me and let me help you get it downloaded if you're having troubles with it, okay? Alrighty, let's take a look at AG. On AG, now AG has a little bit of resistance up into here. I'm not going to worry too much about that because I am a trend trader and I'm a price action trader. And we will worry about that if the price action suggests that. Now, I think everybody, anybody that's trading, doesn't matter who you are, you should trade with your own protective rules. Always trade with a stop to protect yourself. And for goodness sakes, have a good understanding about trading. And if you don't, come on in the trading room and we'll certainly see what we can do about helping you, okay? So here is AG, nice downtrend. Here it started its uptrend. And then we put in this bullish engulf. And then here we broke out. We turned our Trendicator green. And now we've moved sideways. Today ended up with a nice little bullish engulf here. So I'm sure liking that. I'm not in this one. This is one that we certainly might buy tomorrow or possibly the next day. We're going to be looking for an inside day. And when we buy it, we will post it on that app to all members. And we'll make sure that we put a stop in there and then follow our rules on the way up, taking profits on the way up as we do always with the Road to Wealth account. So profits, 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 like that. Or, you know, if you buy enough of it, you could do it until you just peel it all off. BLDR, this is looking pretty nice here. Look how, I mean, if we just go back and look at this chart, I suppose it could have been bought right in here, but that candle might have turned you off a little bit. Here we popped up, and all of a sudden we have a hammer here above the Trendicator. That could have been a buy. And then look at that nice little swing to the upside. Here we have a nice little pullback right to the Trendicator. Nice little bullish candle in here. And we've got this little breakout going on. So very typical at this point. We're always going to consider that buy box. We're always going to consider a slight little breakout, a little buy in here. I get asked all the time, well, exactly where would you buy it? You know, what we do, it's not about an exact price. It really isn't. You know, I look at this BLDR. Let's go check this. You can see we're making some all-time new highs. So there is nothing up here for us to be concerned with. It's just, it's just our own concerns and worries, our own risk level, and just simply following price. So if we buy it here, man, this thing could run up 10, 15, 20, 30%, and we're going to go for it. It's not about, well, I have to buy it at $46.07. You don't have to. You know, at what breakout price? That's simple, over that candle right there. Pretty simple. And this is, I mean, look at this chart. How simple can you get? You've got the red-green that tells you that the Trendicator trend is now back in line. We're also looking for charts that have an overall bullish trend. So there's some things in the background going on, but we do that in our scans, and that's all figured in there. So it's just background stuff we don't really need on the charts. Anyway, this is looking pretty good here. If anyone has any questions on this, you know, just let me know, and I'll see about helping you with that. Another good chart is WPM. Now, I did not buy this today. This was pointed out by one of our members, and we're setting up for a rounded bottom breakout. Let me click on that. So now that we've closed over the 50-period moving average, this is officially a rounded bottom breakout today. So we will start looking for a buy on this. And as far as the area goes, we're going to look for a buy in this area. And, I don't word this correctly at all when I say we're going to look for. What we're simply going to do is we're going to wait till the market opens, and then what we're going to do is wait for the bulls to step in, and we're going to be watching our hot list. Now, I happen to know this one is on this hot list right here. And if I see this starting to move up like YOLO did or LI did or APTV did with those green arrows, then I'm going to jump on this just like that. And then I'm going to trade it as it goes higher, trading, meeting our goals. Then I'll start pulling profits off the table. BB, BlackBerry. If you're into BlackBerry, I guess. I swear sometimes when this comes up, I just, wow, it's still in business. All right. So BlackBerry here, we're going to take this low, and because we have a bullish, we could actually go from this candle, but basically my eyes are focused on this candle right here. Because we have a bullish candle at the Trendicator, this is where I'm going to put that line, and we can now see that trend. And this is what I'll do is trade this on positive strength. And basically positive strength on a flag is a breakout. Pretty much just a breakout, and that's positive strength. PFE is setting up here, PFE. So PFE is up. We've moved up. Now, we were in this, and I sold it, the last half of it anyway, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday on this candle. And then today, man, it came down hard, and now it's come back. Well, I'm back in the mood to buy this again. So what I'm going to look for is, once again, that same old thing over and over and over. Just a simple area to buy the chart. We'll buy it somewhere in this area, and then as it moves up, we'll take profits as it meets our goals. FANG might be setting up here. Take a look at FANG. Look at that trend. Lord have mercy. Isn't that a pretty looking trend? Just up, 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 up. Well, here we've rallied up away from the trend, and now we've come back. We've come back. We've got a couple of dojis in here. Pretty simple. We're going to watch for that buy signal in there. Hopefully we catch it. There's no guarantee we'll catch it. No guarantee we're actually going to buy it. We're just, these are charts we're adding to our watch list, and we will buy them if they set up correctly. And we also have to consider, we only have so much money. We can't buy everything. So we have to pick and choose which ones we do buy and be a little careful with that. But FANG might be setting up here. So, hey, I've got a couple of minutes here. So since I have this hot list up here, let's look at these three charts, YOLO, LI, and APTV that have popped up on our hot list. And this is part of our scanning system here that we look at here at Hit Run Candlesticks all day long. And so let's just take a peek real quick here. YOLO, there's YOLO, and see how that rallied up. Our Trendicator went from red to green, and then you see how it pulled back here. Well, this is where we'll put our trend like this and trade away. Simple buy box in there like that. And actually on this one, I'm going to go a little higher right in there. So anything in this area, we're going to look for a buy. LI, you can see how that's been in a pretty good downtrend. Dots are nice and red. And then all of a sudden, the dots turn green here. So let's just, I'm not going to take this low. I'm going to use this candle here and move up like that. So there's a nice little trend on this. Now, one thing that we'll do with the trend, it won't always be a diagonal trend. In fact, more times than not, what I'll end up doing is putting a horizontal line in there and putting something on price about right here. So anything above 24.90, I'm going to look at that as bullish and as a possible trade. And the last one that we see down there is APTV, yeah, APTV. You can see how that one is. I'll move that out of the way, I guess. You can see how this one is. There we go. Here we've rallied up and we've consolidated a nice bullish candle here. Anything below about that 148.60 or so, I wouldn't like that chart. And you can see the trend that it's breaking over now. So a little positive strength on this. I just might put this up there another few percent. It's a good money-making chart. Okay, hey, this is Rick, Hit and Run Candlesticks. Thank you very much for watching our video. I appreciate it. If you have any comments, please leave them below. Thumbs up. Go ahead and give them to us. If you want to subscribe to our service, click that subscribe button. And if you want to check out the website or anything, there's some links down below. Just open that up. I think it's Learn More or See More or something like that. There'll be some links down there to get you to the website. Alrighty, everybody. You guys take care. We'll see you tomorrow. All right?